Hi, Mark here from the Tangibound Podcast Network and host of the flagship show, the Tangibound Podcast. Did you know that we over at Tangibound are always looking for amazing podcasts to promote? And did you also know that we are also proud nerds and geeks of everything from movies, music, gaming, TV shows, and comic books to wrestling, MMA, soccer, and football? Whatever you can nerd or geek out about, we've got it. And if you're interested, we can help you find it. And if you're a show looking for a place to call home, we've got you covered. Side effects may include upset stomach, dizziness, tumors, shakes, and in some rare cases, death from excessive laughter. Though to be fair, it's only sometimes. Other side effects may include diarrhea, gallstones, heart palpitations, and strong desire for cookies on the dark side. Talk to your doctor and visit TangiboundNetwork.com and see if Tangibound Network is right for you.
This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Welcome to the podcast from Temperance Town, the sexiest podcast of world renowned. Tony grows a beard to hide his chin, swabs it with Earl so it glistens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
Download the pod, you won't get enough of these dapper chaps talking deadly fluff. In Hobo Gulch they run a homeless mission, clanging and banging with the pentagram of kittens.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
They enjoy their whiskey and local craft beer. By Odin's unkempt pubis we give a cheer. Tony's a raccoon when he's booziest. Don't be a savage, be an enthusiast.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
On the frozen tundra they call it a lock. Tony likes to masturbate in a sock. Brian pisses rocks cause it feels so great. I still don't know who the fuck is Tate.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier.
The boys will let you know when there's a spurler. Due to male pattern baldness, they don't wear curlers. Stay salty, people, that's their closing line. And don't forget, have a beer, you'll be fine.
Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty, salty language, kings of the sexy frontier. Salty language.
Hey enthusiasts, what's happening? This is Salty Language, episode 385.
Holy shit. Sexiest podcast on the network. Hopefully staying awake this week, Brian.
I did like that, there were some comments made from people on Twitter about you being Sleepy Boy. Beside a Geek made a comment that, you could do the show in your sleep, as you proved. Good
well,
shit.
When you're right, you're right.
Yeah.
Because I'm a true professional.
Yeah. At least when you fall asleep or nod off like that, at least you're not like snoring,
Yeah.
That would be, not a big deal. I could always, mute you, but still, yeah.
This is my lizard brain takes over and goes into podcast mode. It'd be great if I still kept talking.
That would be great, especially if it was nonsensical.
Oh my God.
Well, more nonsensical,
Yeah, I mean, for sure.
Right. Like people just don't notice because, yeah.
Or I just start talking like an English accent or something.
That would be awesome. Yeah.
Indubitably, Brian.
Like,
oh,
boy,
guys, asleep again.
That'd be really useful, though, right? You could get shit done while you're sleeping then.
That would be useful.
And have a classy accent at the same time.
Fuck, I'd just be sleeping all the time.
I'd be sleeping in a top hat.
Gentleman we hired.
Yeah. I'd be sleeping in a top hat and a monocle.
Fuck yeah.
I mean,
nice jacket with some tails.
Yeah, of course. Like, who's the fancy guy we just hired? Why is he sitting at Brian's desk?
Why is his eyes closed? You got to wear like dark ass Ray-Bans.
Right.
Yeah. Right. Like, I don't know. He's the indoor fancy Ray-Ban guy.
I don't know. It's
crazy.
He must be important. He's wearing sunglasses inside.
You know what? You can't do Ray-Bans because they're typically the flat fronts. You got to do some wraparound Oakleys.
Yeah.
Like some wrestler ones, like mirrored and shit.
Right. I'm just going to wear like Bret the Hitman Hart ones that he gave out to the kids. Yeah.
You wake up and put them on somebody.
Yeah. I'm walking to the bathroom and just put them on. Or better yet, I'm walking from the bathroom and then I put them on them.
With still wet hands.
Right, of course. I was just going to say and tussle their hair, of course. Yeah,
for sure.
Mm-hmm. Or give them a nice firm slap on the bottom, because with wet hand, it's going to make that great sound.
Definitely. Definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what kind of ops this is, but it might be one of those firm slaps with the slight grab, too.
Right. Yeah, it's all men.
The lingering grab.
Yeah, it's all men.
Of course it is.
Yeah. Good hustle. Slap. Just like in, the baseball players do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Big League Chew, tobacco, molestation.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, sounds about like baseball to me.
Sounds like baseball to me, yeah.
Wait a minute. I don't know if I like this anymore.
All right. Should be crazy. Like crazy ass sports.
Mm-hmm. Apparently it is.
Who knew?
The seedy underbelly of baseball.
Definitely seedy.
Mm-hmm.
Man seedy.
It's like, you watch baseball, but do you really watch baseball? Bow! And the whole screen goes black and white.
Exactly, for sure.
Baseball exposed.
Is he the bad boy? Or is he just a circle man?
Oh, man. So many players with like blurred out faces on there,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how I'm still dying. It's been like 2 months.
Dude, it's the Tony Coates. Shit, it's resilient.
Shit don't go away.
We made it that way. That way we can keep selling medicines that way,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I guess that's how you make make the big bucks in this day and age.
Right. You were supposed to get, vaccinated, against it. Did you
I don't believe in those.
Oh. Well, that'll do it.
It explains the mumps I have.
Yeah, I feel like you should move a little further north.
Right, like in the Lake Superior.
Yeah. Yeah, with some bricks around your feet.
Yeah, for sure. Holding this old Frigidaire.
Yeah. Like, hey, Frigidaire wants to sign you to an endorsement deal.
Like, really?
Sweet.
Yeah. They're filming a commercial at the bottom of this trench.
Yeah. We have to chain this refrigerator to you.
Like, I've never seen a refrigerator commercial on a boat before.
Oh, it's not on the boat, and they can kick you off.
Last thing you see is like 32 other fridges down there, skeletons attached to them.
And that's when it hits you that it's not a commercial.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, they got me.
Oh, those rat. Oh, you guys.
You got me. Oh, man. It'd be awful.
It would be awful.
Yeah.
Awful funny.
Yeah. It reminds me, I was watching a video the other day that was like, here's all the Grand Theft Auto 5, like, creepy shit you may not have noticed, And
creepy shit.
Yeah, apparently there's like a couple murder mysteries in the game, and one of which, spoilers, is you end up underwater and you find there's a woman who is down at the bottom of the water, and she's got like cement shoes.
Really?
Yeah, and I guess her ghost shows up on the cliff, like right above it or whatever, at night in the game. So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, because I know you knew about the alien stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I forgot there's something else too, but I didn't know about the the murder.
I like how Rockstar just throws that shit in.
Yeah, Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. Boy, I'll tell you. It's interesting because it's like, well, if you're going to have an open world kind of sandbox game, you know, I like the fact that they're like, oh, because someone is going to look, we're going to do this stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Like, not just
inevitably, someone's going to swim across the entire bottom of the ocean.
Yeah. Well, I guess, like, when you find, like, on some rocks or something like that, there's, I can't remember, I think it's someone's name in blood or something like that. And from what I read, once you find that, it basically triggers a side mission to find different pieces or find different locations of that. And then I think there's, like, pieces of a letter you have to find or something, you know. That, of course, you know, they're just going to be in the most random spots, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Although, you know, by this point, I'm sure I can jump online and find all of them and no problem. But still.
That is fascinating, though.
Right?
Good old Rockstar.
Yeah, I know. Big
That's
fan.
why I really want to, you know, probably after Christmas at this point, because, you know, I got to buy shit for Christmas and stuff.
You don't, though. Just buy yourself something.
Ooh, I have bought myself stuff, though.
Oh, yeah. Well, buy yourself something extra.
Got a cool new pocket knife.
Naturally.
Yeah.
Well, know what goes good with cool new pocket knives?
Stabbings?
Well, yeah, but I was going to say PlayStation 4s.
Oh. Yeah, maybe after Christmas.
And
see what it's doing in my life and all that. And
yeah.
Because I not only do I want to get a new next-gen system, I want to get a new TV. Right. My TV is whack.
Yeah.
I realized how shitty it was when I'm like, why can't I watch this Blu-ray? The player's on. I can hear the audio. Oh, I only have one working HDMI port in my TV now.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, it sucks when those go out.
Yeah, so it's like, the thing's ancient technology. And like, I was looking at TVs online for one that's a little bit bigger. It's not that much.
No, they're really not. And you can catch them on sale enough that you can usually get yourself a decent one for not a ton of scratch.
Yeah, so I think after, the holidays and things settle down a wee bit, I think that's my move is get a TV and then follow it up. Or maybe get the PlayStation, follow it up with a TV.
Now, I mean, I'm not advocating anything, but you do have a pocket knife now. No.
This is true. I mean, and people all around me have TVs.
Right. Just wait outside a store for someone to take a TV out. They've already got half the work done for you. You only then have to throw it in your car.
I was thinking slightly used. You're thinking new in box.
Sure, man. I mean, you could go that way, your way too. I mean, or just, drive down the street until you see, somebody putting the TV box out front, then they got a new TV.
That's accurate.
The old tech.
That's why I burn my shit.
I always tore them up and stuff.
Yeah.
I never put them out like that.
Like, oh, look at all these sweet new electronics this house has.
Yeah.
Time to case the joint. I need a wet bandit van.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sweet.
Totally unmarked.
That's what spray painted on side. Totally unmarked.
Yeah. Pay no attention to this van.
Exactly.
Or better yet, it's just it's the unicorn van,
I mean, sick. Then I'll do it all the salty language fans running out trying to get autographs and stuff.
But you use that to your advantage because while they're creating a disturbance, that's when you get the TV.
That's true.
Because what you do is you get someone to body double.
Right.
For you, they go out pretending they're you, and while they're getting mobbed by all the, the women throwing their panties at it, you're inside grabbing a TV and all the hookups, maybe a PlayStation if they have one too.
Maybe a PlayStation.
Maybe, maybe whatever else you want, maybe they have some nice records,
Or better yet, I mobilize the people and have them gather the goods for me.
I guess that would work better, huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the move. Although the only problem with that is then they know what's going on. So now you have all these chances for, the government to squeeze them to rat you out.
Nah, they're loyal fans. They won't rat.
Or just kill them afterward.
Yeah, no, I can't do that.
No? All right.
Precious downloads.
You're right. Damn it.
Yeah, the only way they'll talk, and actually that's a select few of them that'll talk, is if the police question them by saying it's the Q to W. And then they'll get like 6 confessions.
6? Jeez.
That's a good day.
Oh, man. Good shit.
Good times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I had to buy, I had to buy a USB, like, hub for my TV because one of the ports went out and it only had 2. So I was like, I bought I think it has 4 or 5 ports on it so that I can, also it allows me to not have to switch between, I don't have to use my TV remote. Just whatever I turn on is what's on.
There.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I remember having that back in the day when we had RF ones.
Oh, yeah.
I had one that did that and I was like, and when TVs quit having RF hookups, I was like, damn it, because I couldn't use it anymore.
Yeah, I thought about just getting an HDMI like splitter like that, but I'm like,
they're really not expensive. Yeah.
Yeah, but I was just like, I should just.
Oh no, I agree with you. Yeah.
I should just get. I mean, for honestly, the ones I was looking, I haven't looked on like Amazon to be fair, but I was looking at stores and they were like $30-$40 for an HDMI splitter. I'm like, really? I'm like for like 4 times this, 3 times this, I can get a brand new TV.
Yeah, dude, seriously, it is amazing though. Like my mom. The TV they have only had 1 or 2 hookups in it, so I got them basically a splitter like the ones they have. What it reminded me of is back in the day. You remember cable had A and B on the box?
Oh yeah,
it basically has that. I think it has A, B, and C because I think it's a 3-port one, and and when we went into, this is back when Radio Shack was still open, we went in there and, and the guy's like, oh yeah, we have them right over here. And I'm like, sweet. Cause I really didn't think they were going to have them, because most people don't have a need for like those kind of switch things,
Right.
But yeah, it was like $27. I was like, ooh.
I know, right?
I figured $15, maybe, nope. So the hub I got, I think I got it on sale though too, but it was under 20. I think it was just under 20. I think it was like, $18.99 or $19.99, something like that.
Still feels like bullshit to me.
No, it is. Yeah. But it's, been mad convenient for me. So.
Oh yeah. I mean, I get that.
Yeah. The only thing that sucks is it's got this little blue LED light on the front. Like
bright as fuck, right? Yeah,
dude. And it's like I had to put like a rag over it at night because otherwise it like lights up my room.
Dude, I have the charging cord for my iPhone.
Yeah.
It's like a 6-foot deal, I got off Amazon. And it has an LED in the like plug where he plugs into the phone. So it blinks when it's charging.
Oh, right.
And when it's fully charged, it's just steady. But it's like you said, it'll light up my room.
Yeah.
Like I wrap that fucking electrical tape. I'm like, I ain't doing this.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
I don't need to know if it's charging because I only plug it in at night.
Yeah.
I wake up, it's charged.
Right.
I don't need your illumination.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of like mine. It's like I really don't need to know which thing it's on. I mean, if I push the button on my Xbox controller and it doesn't start up, that tells me that something's not right, and I fix it. So. Yeah.
Logic says.
Yeah.
But I don't mean the rapper.
I mean, he might.
I mean, you might just stop and be like, hey, man.
Maybe he's doing PSAs,
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. Like, hey, if you push the Xbox controller button and it doesn't work, something's wrong. The more you know.
Thanks, Logic.
Yeah. Like, no shit.
Wow, man.
He done blew my mind.
Good on the rhymes, better on the tech support.
Yeah.
Who knew?
That'd be funny. Yeah. He's just part of Geek Squad now.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
Just start showing up at people's houses. Be like, you look familiar. I'm like, I get that all the time.
No, it's fine.
It's his secret passion is helping people with tech problems.
Joins Geek Squad because he loves it.
Yeah. That would be kind of fun to do as someone who's known but not known, because there's going to be a large element of people that aren't going to know who he is just by look,
Right.
Well, honestly, maybe not at all, but you know what I'm saying. So it was kind of like when Deadmau5 was doing the Uber driving. It's like, I could see some people being like, who the hell are you? Like, why are you wearing that weird head?
Why are you picking me up in a McLaren?
Also that, yeah. Oh man,
this doesn't even make sense.
Right? Jeez. All right. Well, let's.
How was your week there, man?
It's been all right. Been pretty quiet. I'm still fighting with, the seasonal depression bullshit, but,
right.
I've been really trying to stick to at least getting one thing on my to-do list accomplished a day. That way, at least I feel like it's how I feel like I beat depression that day,
You're just fucking just marching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just keep chopping wood. Yep.
Yep, one foot in front of the other.
Yep. Let's see how many more we can go to.
All right. Exactly. Just keep pulling fish out of the ocean or some shit.
Keep churning butter. Yep.
Yeah, keep churning butter. Yeah. I got nothing. Keep choking bitches.
Right. Keep stroking and don't forget the balls.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Wait a minute. So that's not been fun, but like I said, I've been doing pretty good actually about getting various things done that I've been either put off or that I need to do. I finally contacted attorneys about bankruptcy, which and unfortunately it's way more money than I thought it was going to be.
That's a bummer.
I texted you after I talked to the first one. The second one responded to me. Well, I mean, it's no big deal. The first one told me it was going to be, what did I tell you, $1,400?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, it's 13 something. It's a better part of 1,400. And I was like, whew, okay. And, so I sent emails to a couple other, attorneys that are close. And the first one that responded was like, oh, my fee's like $1,200 plus the $300 whatever to file. And I'm like, whoa, so he's almost $1,600. So, yeah.
Good Lord.
And I haven't heard from the other place yet. I get a feeling I may have to call them because they look like they're older people. I don't know if they, know how emails work and stuff. So
that's a good point.
I mean, no, I'm kidding.
What is this? I'm so confused.
Well,
I love my mom, but I don't text her anymore. Because
Right.
I'll text her. Like, she'll be like, hey, how's something going? I'll text her back and get no response. I just call her now.
Well, at least she's not just firing emojis back at you or something,
Well, that's true. I don't think I've ever seen her use an emoji.
That would be interesting, yeah. Or she's just dropping dank memes on you left and right.
Fucking dank memes.
Sorry, dank memes for the callback.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. So, yeah, that's kind of a punch in the dick, because I'm sitting here going, all right, I got the money, and then they're like, just kidding, you need another, $400 or so. So, I was like, damn it. But whatever. Again, keep chopping wood. I'll get there eventually.
Keep chopping wood. Exactly.
I'm hoping I can find someone cheaper. Man, that's a lot of cash. It's not like this is new. I mean, it was $1,000, years ago after we closed the shop and I had to do it. So but it's like, it just kills me how prohibitively expensive this is for some people.
Yeah.
And I understand they want to make it to where it's not, well, I mean, like the state charges like $335 of that 16 or 15 or 14, the rest of that is attorney fee. And
it's too bad you can't print out forms and do it yourself.
You can, but I've been on a couple consumer advocacy group things, and they were like, yeah, don't do that.
Yeah, for the love of God.
They're like, this is how you end up in jail, basically.
Oh, fair enough.
So I was like, okay, well, I guess I won't. Yeah, and that's the thing is like, there's no. I looked and I looked and I looked for like programs in the area that maybe would help somebody who's low income, or whatever. And and you can't make payments to the attorneys. They won't do that. You have to pay it all up front. It's like, Jesus. It's like how many people who are in a position to file bankruptcy can just pull $1,400 out of their ass,
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
Yeah, it's like, and don't get me wrong, I get it. I wouldn't necessarily want to take payments from somebody filing bankruptcy either.
That does make sense.
Right. Like, clearly they can't pay their bills, so I'm not going to float you $1,400.
Right.
Yeah. But it is too bad that there isn't something, like if you put half down, then make payments on the other half or something,
Yeah, anything.
Yeah. So if anyone's, a young plucky lawyer out there and wants to do something to really change the world, go do some help with bankruptcy stuff. Because
I wonder if you can like talk to like, I don't know, like University of Toledo, because they've got a college of law.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Yeah,
I've never thought about
like
it.
there's a place up in Monroe that basically it's a group for people who are low income or senior citizens that need legal help that can't really afford legal help, basically. And
right.
And I talked to them about it before, and the one woman was like, I don't know of anything that can really help you here. Like, she's like, I don't know of an attorney that does a discount or free or anything like that. And, and I was like, man, why?
It doesn't make sense, does it?
Like, the only thing I can think of is maybe it's just a pain in the ass. So it's like, well, we'll do it, but I don't want to do it. So,
right.
I don't know. If anyone out there knows, let me know. I'm curious.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because it does. It really sucks that, somebody who needs help trying to, push reset on their life. And it's like, oh, well, I guess
Well, like you said, it's like, clearly cash is an issue right now.
Yeah.
So, but I need cash to do this.
Right. It's like, I'm living paycheck to paycheck. Somebody's already put a lien against my wages.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to pull this money out, But, yeah. Anyway, enough of that bitching. But, so whatever. I'm not going to let it, it's not going to stop me or anything. Like I said, just, keep chopping wood until I get enough, That's
exactly.
all I can do. Mm-hmm. Or just spend all the money I have on, on booze and blow and, just go out in a blaze of glory.
or you can take the money and go to the casino.
Well, I don't know if that's more fun.
But then you can double your money.
Go on. I just walk up to the roulette table, put it on black.
Just like Wesley Snipes says.
Mm-hmm. You
luck.
win and he's standing there holding his hand out.
Yeah, because he owes taxes.
Right. And because, he feels like you owe him a cut because he gave you that hot tip.
He's basically the Virgil of casinos.
Yeah. If only he loves Olive Garden too.
That'd be amazing.
Virgil's all about them breadsticks.
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? They keep bringing them.
That's part of why he's all about them. Yeah. That's part of why he's all about them is because they'll keep bringing
unlimited soup and salad, I'm in.
Keep your pasta. Oh, man. So, well, the other stuff I think we'll kind of maybe do a little back and forth on, but, yeah, that's been basically about it. Got my Christmas shopping done, I think. So I just gotta go get some Boss, wrapping paper now.
Gotta get some of that Dollar Tree.
Damn right.
Paper, son.
You know it. I might make a suit out of that shit.
Good.
Like,
badass.
I got your gift right here.
Just take a segment to it to like a, some sort of textile shop in China and be like, I need this as a suit.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly to China just to have that done.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, why are you here? Why are you here? Oh, I need to get a bootleg Batman suit. Oh, well, here's all the places you can go, and they just fan out a thing of pamphlets.
It's like, I'm sure there's probably bootleg Batman suits everywhere.
Right. Like, how sad do you want the children to be?
Pretty sad. I'm on a tight budget.
Yeah. That's terrible.
I mean, I gotta fly home and stuff.
Right, exactly. Oh, man. Yeah, that's... I was trying to think if there's anything else, but I can't really think of much else other than something I sold on eBay. I absolutely cannot find a box that is ideal for it. So
that's a bummer.
Yeah.
What kind of box? Well, never mind.
Yeah.
After the show, we'll talk because I have access to all kinds of boxes at work. So.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna write that down.
Yeah.
Box talk.
Box talk. That's going to be our next podcast. Box talk.
Box talk for sure, dude.
Just going to talk about vaginas.
Oh, I thought you meant Xboxes.
No.
Corrugated.
corrugated vagina.
That's weird. I don't think any.
There it is.
Oh.
God, I hit it like 3 times. It never went off.
Wow. That's what
Jesus.
she said.
Thanks, Dice Man.
Right. All right, then. Oh, Jesus. So, other than dying, how about you?
I'm all right, besides death.
Mm-hmm.
As you can see, I'm wearing this do-rag I was going to tell you about before we started.
I can see that, yeah.
Yeah.
No one else
So
can.
at work, right? We got hit up by the health department,
Yeah.
which was fine. But they're like, oh, shit, you need a beard net like now. And I'm like, do I? Because no one's ever said anything
Right.
about it.
Yeah.
So I threw one on real quick. Silly as hell. Like 2 days later, I'm at work. And one of the bosses comes in, he's like, hey, over the weekend, somebody found a hair in a pretzel, so it's hair nets and beard nets from now on. I'm like, really?
Do you have to,
like, hardly ever make pretzels.
Do you have to wear a hairnet?
Yes. No. It's on my face.
Okay.
But so,
And over your
I don't know
nose.
if you've ever had the privilege of wearing a beard net.
Nope.
Because all it is a hairnet. You just wrap it around your chin.
Yeah.
It looked like I was basically wearing fishnet stockings on my face.
That's sexy.
It was real sexy. But it was super uncomfortable. Like cuts into my ears and
I'm
shit.
sure, yeah.
So I'm like, there's got to be a solution for this shit. And like the head cook has got a big goatee. He just ties his up.
Oh, okay.
Well, I trimmed my beard back. Once upon a time, I could do that. Now
Right.
it's not really long enough for me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, so I'm all over the internets.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I stumble across Amazon and I find this thing. I don't remember what it's called, but it was like $7. This thing I'm wearing.
Yeah.
And it's basically like quick, dry, kind of slightly stretchy material.
Okay.
In a tube. Right?
All right.
But it's like, there's 16 different ways to wear it. But one of them they kept talking about was to use as like a dust mask when you're hiking and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's going to be my beard net.
Yeah.
So now when I'm working, I look like a bandit.
Now I'm curious what the other ways of using it and wearing it are.
There's like a wristband, a headband, a do-rag.
Okay.
Because before I went to work, I just had it around because it is a tube. I just pull it over my head.
Oh, wow.
So I had it around like a scarf.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, this thing is fucking warmer than I would have thought. But it's also moisture wicking, so it'll cool.
Right.
So I'm kind of curious in the summer. So I was like I was sitting in a house, it's a little crisp in here, but I didn't want to put on one of my winter hats. I'm like, let me throw this thing on my head.
Right.
It's actually enough to make my head comfortable.
Nice.
And I look like a gangsta.
Right. And it says Hulkamania on it.
Oh, dude, if they had one that said Hulkamania. But I'm thinking about buying another one.
That's understandable.
Because I'm like, I kind of dig them, like not in like a fashionable way, but like, for the function of it.
Mm-hmm. Don't lie. You're going to be rocking it. Tone Pock's going to be back all the time now.
Dude, I could see it in the summer, though. Because sometimes I don't want to wear a ball cap because they're a little too warm.
Yeah.
And that's all I ever would say. I'm like, those like skull caps that like the NFL players wear in their hats? I need one of those for summer.
Yeah.
And I can never, I don't know what I'm looking for.
Right.
And I'm not going to just wear like an Aunt Jemima do-rag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know Tone Pock was hilarious and all, but
it was, yeah.
For everyday life, I'm like, I can't do that. Yeah.
I disagree. I think you could.
I'm not mad at the beard net on my head situation right now.
Right. I'm mad at you. Right.
Exactly. So I got that going for me.
Nice.
Which is sweet. We got to do a shout out too.
We do?
Yeah, to the Roman Pod and Cast.
Okay.
Because third year in a row, they go out here. Send us a little Christmas card, Brian.
Just to pull the curtain back for everybody, Tony was digging through his trash. No.
Yeah, happy holidays from your friends Roman and Rob.
Aw.
Oh, exactly. I got to actually move this on to with the rest of my Christmas cards I got.
Right, not in the trash.
Set some stickers, which is pretty cool.
What? Stickers. Nice.
Oh. So that was sweet of those guys.
Cool. Thank you to those guys. Yeah.
Yeah, a shout out to Roman Podcast. Give them a listen.
Oh my gosh.
Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Talking, which is awesome when you're podcasting. I had my work Christmas party too.
Yeah.
Dude, how long since I've been to an actual work Christmas party that I wanted to be at? Or that I was able to attend, rather.
Right.
Like when I first started my last job, one of the first years, they used to do an actual after-work party, and there was like beer, and I was like, okay, that's a good time. And then they stopped doing it. They were just like, oh, we're going to have a lunch break, and it's going to be a potluck. And it's like, this is bullshit.
But potluck?
Exactly. And then at halftime, I wasn't even in the buildings. I was on the roads. I was just like, fuck you guys.
Yeah.
You know? And they always did it on Christmas Eve because we always had to work a half a day.
Yeah.
That was always my favorite. Come join us. I'm like, I'm still working.
Yeah.
I want to go home.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, when I'm done, I want to go home. I don't want to go
when I'm done, I'm going home. Because when I'm done, you guys will be gone.
Right. Although, that might be the right time to go.
True.
You know?
Yeah.
But probably not, because there won't be booze and the food will be gone or cold. So.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But so like at my work, they like closed the restaurant at 3.
Mm-hmm.
And had the party at 7. And like our dudes came in and like fired up food that isn't normally on the menu. Like they did their own thing. And
cool. It
was just basically like, oh, you want a beer? Here you go. Oh, you want a beer? Here you go. Oh, we want to try this rye whiskey? Here you go.
Nice.
It was like, whoa. Like I won an Uber gift card and a raffle. And
that's probably a good thing.
I need to stop doing this or I'm going to use this fucking gift card.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, that's convenient. Guess I know how Daddy's getting home.
Well, because I kept seeing this one bottle of whiskey come out, and I finally had to ask my boss. I'm like, "What is that?" Because I've never seen that bottle before.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, it's called Rabbit Hole Rye Whiskey.
Okay,
and someone recommended it to him, and it's delicious. I've never heard it before, so I had like a couple of those, had some beers, had tons of food.
Right,
they brought in Schmucker's pies.
Mm-hmm.
It was a whole situation, but it was a fucking good time.
Nice.
I know, right?
I like that.
I was just like, this is what Christmas party should be like. Actually having time, having fun.
Having a time, yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Not dipping into someone's crock pot of slop they made.
Is that a euphemism? Anyway. Oh, my.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm bouncing the ball back to you. You got more? If not, I got one more thing for you.
Go ahead. I'm just enjoying your Pong sounds.
You like that? Mm. So, you know how I've been assembling the house of the future?
Yes.
Yeah, with my Alexa Dots.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I have smart plugs now.
Right.
Because I bought a 4-pack off of Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I can like go, hey, turn on the Christmas tree. Christmas tree cooks on. Mm-hmm. I can tell it like, I don't know if I covered this because I was so fucking tired last week.
Right.
Okay. I have my bedroom lights I can turn on off if I want, whenever I want to. Nice.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I was like, House of the Future, you're really coming together. Get an email from my electric company, right?
Mm-hmm.
They're like, bro, if you sign up for this program, we can get you a Nest thermostat for stupid cheap.
Oh, no.
I was like, really? So I did the research. I'm looking into it, and I'm like, everything, it's called like the peak energy usage program.
Yeah. Right.
So, and I'm like, everything you have to do in this program, I do anyways, because I don't want to have a high electric bill.
Yeah.
So I'm like, why wouldn't I sign up?
Mm-hmm.
So I have myself a Nest thermostat coming that's normally like $250. I got it for $75.
Nice.
Because instant rebates and some program. I was just like, really? Why wouldn't I? Because those things, well, one, resale value.
Yeah.
People love that shit.
Yeah, it's true, yeah.
Yeah. And then, I know they save you money because they adjust shit when you're not home.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And now I can be like, Alexa, I'm chilly. Turn up the heat.
It's
House of the Future.
Until it turns on you.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yep.
I'm waiting. That's the weird thing with the Nest is it looks like hail.
Yeah.
Especially when you turn on the heat, it turns all red.
Yeah. This is how the Ultron problem started.
Yeah, basically, right? But I mean, I couldn't pass it up.
Yeah, yeah.
Like I'm like, what's the catch? And I started doing like reading the fine print on that stupid program. I'm like, yeah, everything they're like, oh, you need to do this. I'm doing it.
Right.
So I'm going to get a cheaper electric bill because I joined this program on top of a thermostat that'll adjust shit down when I'm not home.
And you're more futuristic.
Oh my God, I'm going to be walking around with like skin tight silver spandex soon. It's going to be sick. I have a fishbowl on my head.
That seems weird.
I'm from the future, guys.
You're from the future based on 1980.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
You're just dressing like they did in Blade Runner.
Fuck yeah.
People are like, why are you wearing such old looking clothes?
Like I'm from the future.
Like, are you? I don't think you are.
I look like every henchman that was on the Moonraker project in the James Bond movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like it.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I couldn't pass up the deal, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess.
I mean, it was one of those things. I looked at my money, and I'm like, I got fucking paydays next week. It's close. It'd be all right.
I can't wait till, the thermostat takes over.
It might.
Yep. It's going to kill you one of these days.
I gotta say, very impressed by the Nest customer service too.
Yeah.
Because it's like, well, when you're like, okay, I'm going to see if I can order this, it'll go like, hey, open up your thermostat and put in what wires, and it goes through a whole step by step to make sure it works.
Right.
And so I did all the steps, and it's like, take a picture of your thing and then go to our chat. So I'm like, all right, I took a picture of it and I'm chatting with some dude.
Dick pic, right?
Oh my God, that would be so horrible.
Yep.
Because there is a partner like, could you upload a photo of your thermostat? I'm like, yeah, it's dick.
Somebody has to have done that, right?
Like, I don't know what my thermostat is, but it's got that one thick wire running down the middle. But so I took the picture of it, and then he's like asking me a couple questions about like what's going on in the thermostat. And they're like, oh yeah, it's totally compatible. And then they emailed me a wiring guide. So when I get it, I just have to look at the guide they sent me and just put it together.
Oh, nice.
Because they're like, yeah, based on the stuff you have, here's what you're going to need to hook up. It's like, oh, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah. It is awesome.
Appreciate that.
That it's not like, oh, you have to have a technician come out and that visit is like $7,000.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. And they they come in your house and they just plug it into a socket. All right, you're all set.
It's like one of those Glade smelly things.
Yeah.
Plug it in, flip a little switch.
What?
Like, you see that little glass thing on it? That's the light detector. So if you cover it up, the light will come on.
Yeah.
Oh,
wow, that's fancy. Cool. Yeah.
Neat.
Alexa, cover up the light switch. Ooh. Yeah.
Dude, I should change the name of my Alexas to Hale.
No.
Because you can change the like access name.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's you're just asking for it, man. I'm telling you.
I wish I could change the voice so I could make it that too. That'd be cool.
Mm.
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Tommy.
Right?
Shut your face, Hale.
Yep. That'd be fun. You need like a Samuel L. Jackson one where it just yells at you.
Bro, I had to turn off one of the notifications though. Because like if you get home and it's like blinking yellow, you have notifications. So you're like, hey Alexa, what's the thing?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, because I got an Amazon thing that was Logan's Christmas present.
Yeah.
And you're like, it's like, oh, you had an Amazon package delivered today. But since it's this time of the year, I won't tell you what it is till after January. It's like, I don't want you telling me what it is at all. Because what if it's a birthday present?
Right.
So I had to
fuck your birthday.
It's like, what do you? I don't want to know. Oh yeah, or like finally that 4 foot by 3 foot box of like sex toys shows up.
Finally, yeah.
It's like, I see your crate of lube and toys showed up. Like, oh jeez. I've already had enough weird shit set in front of my kids. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I had to turn that off.
Yeah.
I can't have these notifications. These are weird.
Yeah.
They will tell me if something gets delivered, which is nice because there's no box there. I can be like, what the fuck?
Right.
But other than that, I don't want to know what's in the boxes.
Right. So yeah, so your next step is the cameras for right outside the doorways and stuff, right?
Bro, I would love to get those doorbells that have the cameras built in.
Mm-hmm.
I would take that sign down that says, hey, all packages are back, and I'd put a box out there and just see. Just a bait box.
Yeah.
Oh,
that'd be awesome.
Fill it full of fucking scorpions.
Like the band, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
they rip open a box and they just start shredding.
Yeah. Well, I gotta say, that's a surprise. Did not expect the scorpions.
Yeah, I'm still bitter about that board game that got stolen off my porch however many years ago that was.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a Kickstarter game I really wanted to play.
Yeah.
Words I'm not going to say.
Right.
The fuck?
Probably stolen by somebody who's like, what the fuck is this? And just threw it in the trash.
Yeah, I almost guarantee it was the jerk off little turd kids across the street, and I bet you, because they're hayseed idiots. Garbage. This is snakes and ladders, man.
Snakes and
I'm
ladders.
so annoyed. Sorry, I guess I'm still bitter.
Yeah, it's all right. It's all right.
Yeah, I would love to have video doorbells, though.
Yeah. It'd be nice, you know?
Yeah. Fuck you guys, and you're stealing shit off my porch.
Yeah.
The other thing I worry about that, because I know to go off of motion detectors, because I'm so close to the road.
Yeah. It does make you, yeah.
And I got like tons of squirrels and shit in my yard. So I don't know if there's a certain bubble of distance before it goes off.
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question.
But I also know with the Ring, because now that I have not Ring, with the Nest, because they have a Nest doorbells, it's like, well, since I got a pharmacy, let me see what else they sell, you know?
Yeah.
That they sell those doorbells, and it'll record a month straight of video that'll keep on like online for you. So you can go back and archive.
Wow.
So like it just keeps recording.
Wow. That's a
Kinda
lot
creepy.
longer than I thought. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of
And,
nice
like,
if you needed it for, evidence purposes, I guess. But at the same time, it's like, yeah, like you said, it's a little creepy.
Yeah. Like, do I really need that much?
Well,
But,
and it's also surprising considering what that'll cost, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
Because that's going to be a large file, you know?
Yeah.
So,
Especially because they have a high-end outdoor camera that like records in like 4K.
Oh, wow. I can't imagine what size those files are.
Right?
I mean, it's like I read something one day where someone on some site, they had asked why, like, banks and stores and stuff don't have high-def cameras most of the time, you know? Because, you see those shots on, like, the news and they're all blurry and fuzzy and whatever.
Yeah.
And that...
What is it, Super Nintendo?
Yeah, exactly. And the answer was basically just because it's just cost prohibitive. To store stuff in HD would cost so much money, so they don't do that. Although you'd think like the banking industry could lean on the camera companies and get that price down.
You would think.
Because they probably use more than anyone except like convenience stores or, like Walmart or something,
Right. Well, and it's even to record it, just have like a day's worth in your archive. Because if you get robbed, then it's there.
Exactly.
Or
Well,
if you
that's
walk in
why
the next day and your safe's cracked or whatever, you're like, oh, well, we have it.
Exactly. I expected you to say like a week.
I swore it said 30 days. I mean,
Yeah.
I could look now, but who gives a shit?
Yeah, right. No.
Yeah.
That's nuts though.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
I mean, I just like the idea of the whole the text movement on your porch and it'll text you and you just pull it up on your phone.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck's going on? And
Well,
you can talk to the people.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and you can talk to whoever's there. Like, put that shit down. I got you on camera, sucker.
Yeah, what up, bitch?
Mm.
I see you.
Well, my favorite part is that when you start talking, people tend to look up. So it's like, boom, I got, now we got your face.
Yeah, what, bitch?
Yeah.
I see you.
I can't
Now
get
I'm
over
gonna turn this into police. I'm jerking off to this later. Like, what?
Wait, okay, so here's the question. Which are you doing first?
Both.
Both? Okay. Wow, that's aggressive.
I know.
Like, sir, what are Ah!
Sir, are you mixing dough in the background? What is that?
Are you making macaroni and cheese?
Yeah, exactly. What is going on? We're trying to get a crime report here.
Like, all I know is it's about to look like a crime scene. Oh my.
Don't send forensics over here.
Seriously. No black lights here, sir.
Exactly.
Whew. Man.
Indeed. And then, like I told you, I'm going to IKEA tomorrow, so I'll have some stories for next week, I'm sure.
Right. I'm sure you'll be buying lots of Floridians and
Yeah,
whatever.
I love those names.
Yeah.
They're Hurrigans.
Like, what?
Lamp. There's a few things that I need that I know I can get there for dirt ass cheap.
Yeah. Meatballs.
I've never sat down to food court and ordered dumb meatballs.
I never have. Well, I've never even been in an IKEA, so I don't.
Oh, you're not missing much.
No, I have no real want to go in there.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen stuff in the catalog sometimes where I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, but it's like,
I'm not mad at it. But it's like, everyone's like, oh my God, this cutting edge Swedish furniture.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually like all the stuff around here is made by solder woodworking, Archibald. So it's like,
that's what I figured. Yeah.
Yeah, because the place I used to work for, we printed out instructions, and where'd we deliver them? Solder.
Huh.
I guess maybe they're shipping them to Sweden. I guess.
Well, those Swedish Amish people.
Yeah, exactly.
Known for their furniture making.
Yeah, exactly. The Amish known for putting together Frankenturns.
Right. And making a mean meatball.
Yeah, making a mean those Nordics, Amish Nords or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey there, Sven. You want to go raise the Frankenturn? Yeah, so dopey.
Yeah.
Although I will say, the lindenberry jelly they sell there, that's pretty legit.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give them that.
All right.
Yeah,
I guess.
But man, I already know I'm gonna be annoyed tomorrow. Because you go to I don't know, you've never been to one, like you said, but you go and it's like the amount of people that just are. Because I'm not trying to be that guy.
You are.
But a lot of them aren't from this country.
Canadians.
And so the whole space issue, there are no issues getting in your bubble.
Right. Canadians are like that. Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
And I just kind of want to do like forearm shivers and stuff like that,
No, I mean, you could.
Like some of them John Jones inside elbows.
Yeah, them sneaky elbows. Yeah.
Sneaky elbows, yep.
That's right.
Yeah.
I like it.
But yeah, it'll be an experience.
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Yeah.
Yep. All right.
Good times.
Good times indeed.
Good times.
So I've been the other night, at your urging, well, first of all, like I mentioned on last week's show about that Nas Live in New York album.
Oh, that was so good, by the way.
Yeah, right. And it's for anyone who was curious and didn't look, it's Nas at the Kennedy Center with the National Symphony Orchestra, I think it is.
I think so, yeah.
It was so good. I love that. That was I of course saved it to my stuff right away because that was pretty awesome. But after that, I was like, I need to listen to more musics. So I finally listened to Lil Dicky's album, which I freaking loved.
Yeah, it's front to back, it's pretty solid.
Yeah, I just like all his little like random shits throughout the songs are great.
Right.
Just like I said, I mean, I love the fact that the one song, has the lyrics in there about his debit card not working. Right. It's like, oh man. But anyway, so I posted in one of the Twitter rooms I'm in that I was listening to his album, and somebody was like, you gotta watch the video for Pillow Talk. That's what it was.
Right.
And, which was interesting. It's not really anything crazy. It's like him and a girl, but then at the point where he's like, yo, brain, and the brain comes out of the closet, like a little brain.
Oh, see, I haven't watched the video yet.
And gets up on the bed with him and stuff in that part where, he's like, says something about Pangea, and then Brain's like, this bitch don't know Pangea, and like, it's just, like, it's just really, just ridiculous, but,
see, I like that song, Cuz Brain.
Yeah.
The first time I listened to it, it took me a few minutes. I'm like, wait a minute. Is he rapping to himself?
Yes.
Is that what's going on here?
Yeah. I mean, the only downside to it's a long song. That's like an 11-minute song or something like that. Or 8 minutes. I don't know, whatever.
I dig it, though.
Oh, I do, too. But that, of course, I'm on YouTube's looking at that. So, of course, the next video was Save That Money, which was a freaking great video. I love how he crashes, oh shit, what's his name? I can't think of the rapper's name now. He crashes like his video shoot.
Yeah, fuck. The dude of all the auto-tuning, that guy.
Yeah, I can't think of his name now. T-Pain.
Yeah, T-Pain.
And it, the whole point of the video is, and he points, says it through the thing, is the whole point is to see what he can do, like to make the most baller video with no money.
Yeah, like going around the mansions.
Yeah.
Hey, can we film in here?
Yeah, it was so great. I love that. I loved at the end, like there's the old woman when she's signing the contract thing, and the producer or whatever is like, yeah, we'll send you a link or whatever.
Right.
Because she looked real interested.
Yeah, definitely. She was all about them YouTubes.
Yeah, the best part was the McLarens, which actually was what triggered in my head when you said those earlier,
Oh, right.
That I was thinking about that, how they went into that McLaren dealership and was like, yeah, how about you just let us, use them for like 15 minutes? And the guy at first was like,
You're right.
like, you know how expensive these cars are? Oh, man. That was so good, though. But I love, as it goes on, because the lyrics in that one are freaking great.
Yeah.
Because he's basically just talking about how he does the opposite of what all the rappers do. Like one of my favorite parts is when he talks about, he's like, what's with all those chains? He's like, you only need one. It's like, okay, well, if you're 2 chains, you need 2. But
right.
It was so. Oh yeah, I was just cracking up watching the videos though, and the one with him and Snoop, which is a fantastic song by the way, Back and Forth.
Professional rapper.
Yeah. Which is also the name of the album.
Right.
It's animated.
Oh, nice.
And the animation's pretty cool in it. Like, it's pretty much just them talking with each other, kind of, it's nothing crazy, but it's just, I like the style of it. It very much fits Snoop.
Right.
So it was, that was pretty cool. But anyway, yeah, I went down a long rabbit hole of that. Next thing you know, I'm watching stuff from like his mixtape, which was,
nice.
Songs I hadn't heard before and whatever. So, I was like, oh, cool. I get to hear, new songs and whatever. But yeah.
I do enjoy that album. I throw that on quite a bit.
Yeah, I've listened to it a few times now. Since
there's a lot of good songs on there. I like Bra.
Yeah. Bra. Let me freak. I love how that feels like a...
Let me freak.
Yeah.
God damn it, won't you let me freak?
Yeah. I just... Oh, man.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Big fan.
Me
Big
too.
Fan a little... I heard professional rapper, and I was like, what the fuck is this? And I had to go listen to the rest of it,
Yeah. And that's the thing is, it's like, like if I was going to like take one of his songs and be like, go listen to this one, to me it would be Save That Money, because I think that encompasses him perfectly, his style and everything. But the thing with Snoop is so good. Like when you and I were rolling home and that was on, and I'm like, this is funny as hell, Yeah. So anyway, yeah, good times. But then after that,
washing little Dickie's balls.
Yeah, I know, right? So after that, I, started rolling some, Action Bronson and was, bumping to that. And I'm with you. I like, what'd you say? Was it Blue Chips, the first album of his or whatever?
I like, Mr. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. That's the one I was getting them backwards. Yeah.
I don't mind some stuff on Blue Chips, but I really like Mr. Wonderful.
Yeah. It was funny though on the new album, like every time Body showed up, I was like, ugh, like this dude's adding nothing to these, Right. Like all he does is come in and yell.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not, whereas Mayhem would come in and lay down something legit,
Right.
I was like, man, he needs to just drop that sucker. And like, I don't know.
Must be friends from the neighborhood.
Must be, yeah. The only thing I could think of is that like that dude used to like be his muscle basically.
Right.
Like when they'd roll around, like him and Mayhem or, were kind of muscle or something like that. And although, like I said, Mayhem actually has some shit, Like,
yeah, I've heard some of his stuff.
But yeah. It's just funny though how my dislike of Body started on "Fuck That's Delicious" and is carried over. Oh, for sure. But it's carried over to the songs too, And I think maybe part of that's because they showed a couple of his parts where he's doing the recording for it on "Fuck That's Delicious."
Right.
And each time I'm like, this is stupid. Like this isn't even good. Like you're hearkening back to the days of people, rapping about the block in the streets and all this shit, but yours isn't even good.
Right. Like, God damn it.
Right. But anyway, yeah. But anyway, you know, so I got to hear a lot more of Action stuff and really, really dug his stuff. He was one that I kind of liked, but he's grown on me more. Like,
Right.
his music. Like, as a person, he looks like he'd be fun as hell to hang out with, you know?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I could definitely see, like, you know, if for some reason you're at a bar and he was there doing his thing.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Probably. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, there's that. You know, it was nice because I hadn't really listened to much music recently. So it was nice to, you know, take a break from the podcasts and, you know, just blow through some hip hop.
Yeah, I kind of dig doing that a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I've been going back in time and listening to a lot of, like,
Grandmaster Flash.
You know,
Yeah.
not that far back. A lot of Biggie.
Yeah.
Little Easy E, you know,
Nice.
going back a little bit.
Right.
Ice Cube has a new album.
I heard about that. I haven't listened to it. Yeah.
I listened to a couple tracks and I'm like,
Yeah.
you know, you're trying to be all hard and stuff, but are we there yet?
Yeah, I know, right? It's like,
You know? No.
and listen, I still wouldn't step to Cube because he still fucked me up, but
Yeah. But, you know, it's just like, it's just not the same.
yeah, I just,
It's like whenever I hear, well, back to Snoop, whenever he's on a track and he's trying to like rap all hard and shit, and I'm like, you hang out with Martha Stewart now.
right. It's like, dude, you had a TV show.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, but it's like, dude, you had a TV show where you were coaching Pop Warner football. I mean,
Yeah, it's a different world, and I get that that's what you rap about, but
Right.
it's just not, I just don't believe it now.
right? Yeah, you crossed over. Like you still rap about weed. That I totally buy because I know, you know, he smokes plenty.
Yeah,
But you're right. It's like he needs to change his styles of, you know, rapping more about shit with Martha Stewart and,
yeah.
you know,
It's like on, you know, the late great Patrice's comedy album Elephant in the Room, where he's talking about how, you know, like he doesn't mind cops now. And he's like, because I own shit, you know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yep.
just change your you know, just change it up a little bit there, guys.
Yeah. Well, you know, again, it's like, I remember when Jay-Z kind of pointed that out in one of his songs, you know, like it's the song, whatever it is, the one where he talks about, you know, not wearing jerseys anymore. You wear suits now because you're a man. You're not a, you know, a young
Right.
man or whatever, you know, and kind of the same thing. It's like, you know, I don't have to rap about the streets because, you know, I made it. Like,
Yeah, I'm not on them anymore.
yeah, like why would I want to rap about that shit? Why would, you know, and I've never understood that. Like, you know, oh, they sold out. It's like, fuck you. That's the goal.
Yeah.
All of us
Yeah,
want to sell out. Everyone,
for
almost
sure.
all of us do. You know?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
If we got a letter in the mail, if we got an email that's like, hey,
No, knowing us, it would be a letter in the mail.
yeah, it would be.
Yeah.
Like,
Yes,
hey,
sirs.
Podcast. You know, this is the Anheuser-Busch Corporation. We want to sponsor you guys.
God damn it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right? I mean, yeah, we'd
I'd
be
in
chugging
my
buds.
Budweiser shorts and shirt and my glasses.
Yep.
You know,
I'd be going
like,
around
this
it.
stuff is amazing, guys.
I'd be wearing a Spuds McKenzie onesie.
Goddamn right. Yeah, I mean, I'd be like, oh, Bud Light for days? Yes, please. For how much? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, really? Of course I would.
Yeah.
Yes, in my basement I'd be drinking delicious craft beer.
Right, in a very dark room.
Yeah, in the
Yeah.
closet within a closet within a closet.
Yep. Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. It's like, come on, you know, we're all trying to, you know, we're just trying to get paid.
Yeah.
So I
right?
gotta save that money. Save-
I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that you could write them a giant check and they'd be like, no,
yeah.
I can't allow it.
Right.
Me?
I'm gonna be like, that's Brian with a Y.
Yeah, exactly. Right?
Yep.
No shame.
Right. That's right. I would not apologize for it.
No, not at all. I'll be like, guess what, guys? It used to be called the Salty Language Podcast.
Yeah.
It's now called the Budweiser Cast. So I hope you subscribe.
Hey, enthusiasts, welcome to an episode of the Budweiser podcast. Oh, man. Yeah, I agree, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
Just saying.
Yeah. Yep. Totally
Although PBR, if y'all need a podcast, hit us up.
Yeah, right? I mean, we ain't cheap, but
Exactly.
But we are actually, so.
We're super cheap.
Like we totally work out a deal, yeah.
Yeah, oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. We're willing to negotiate. Oh, man. So, after listening to the musics, I've, gone back to powering through podcasts.
Oh, boy.
So I'm all caught up on The Moth, all caught up on Risk, which I was a lot behind on both of them. So,
right.
Just burning through podcasts.
Are you listening to them like 3 times or something?
No.
Sounds like Alvin and Chipmunks?
No, I'm just sitting, like, whenever I'm at a point where I can listen to podcasts, I'm just doing it now. So it's allowing me to plow through a bunch. I just started Adam Ruins Everything finally.
Oh,
the podcast
nice.
of that, which is
right.
really good. Like, I've really enjoyed the episodes so far, cause it's, like the show tries to be funny as well as informative. And on the podcast, it's more about like digging into the meat of the topics that they talk about, Right. Yeah, like one I was listening to last night was about hydration, and basically how the current science that's out there basically is like, there's no really set amount of water. It's just
like 6 glasses of water a day or whatever.
Yeah. And the woman that was like the head, that's done a lot of this research and stuff she's like, when you're thirsty, drink. And she's like, and it doesn't matter what it is. She lived in South Africa for a while and she's like, I basically drank Coke and water. And, she's like, that's it. And she's like, I never had problems with my kidneys. So,
right.
And I was like, well, she must not drink very much Coke then.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was still, it's stuff like that's interesting. The first one's about like municipal, like roadways and stuff. This woman that's in charge of like all this shit, like dealing with the issues of like what Uber is doing to overall transit. And they talked about basically how stupid the concept of individual people driving cars is, because, we're all going similar places, but we each have our own pod, it's like, and the autonomous vehicles that the goal of them is to be able to go at whatever speed, like mere inches from one another,
right.
Because if, the whole chain will stop. And Adam Conover's like, he's like, basically he's like, the goal of self-driving cars is to become a train. He's like, we already have trains.
I mean, it's accurate.
Yeah. And,
yeah.
Stuff like that was interesting. Like the woman was talking about how if we go to like more and more like Uber and self-driving cars and whatever, that, then that starts taking up curb space, which makes it more difficult for pedestrians and other stuff. It's like, it's interesting because it reminds me a little of listening to, what was that show? The Butterfly Effect with John Ronson. Where he talks about like the ripples that come out. It's like this little change makes all these differences,
Right.
So it was really interesting listening to that woman talk about how a lot of stuff that the programs that would be really good actually contradict something else that would be really good. So they've got to try to figure out a way to, take elements of both and
got to find that weird balance.
Yeah. I'll tell you, like, just from listening to her, I'm like, I don't want her job. Like, it sounds like it's a lot. Yeah, it does. Because I think she's out in California somewhere. I can't remember if it's LA or if it's in, other spot, but yeah. So that was, those were pretty interesting ones.
Informative even?
Yeah, and what was the other one I listened to? Oh, it was about death and like funeral services and whatnot.
Right.
So, And sorry about that if that came through.
No, you got it.
I had to sneeze. But the woman that he's talking with actually operates a non-profit funeral home.
Really?
Yeah, which is, kind of
There's a
unheard
bunch
of.
Pigs underneath it, and they just dump the body into the pig pen.
Well, it is interesting, actually. Adam Conover does ask her kind of like the easiest way to dispose of a body kind of a thing.
Right.
But he doesn't ask her in like a nefarious kind of way, but she kind of says a couple things and then she's like, I'm not going to tell you the easiest way. So I was like, damn it, now I want to know what the easiest way is.
I know, same here.
I mean, for business reasons.
Business, so I can open up that business.
Yeah.
Body's gone, the easy way.
Right. Legitimate business body disposal.
Yeah. Yes. I can only assume it's like a vat of acid and a chipper vac.
I mean, it's got to be something like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But she talks about how, like, the funeral home or the place she works at owns whatever. They do like the natural, stuff where they don't really embalm the bodies. They don't put them in all sorts of berry stuff. They pretty much just wrap the body and put it in the ground kind of a thing. And then it becomes, worm food, basically.
Which is how it should be.
Right? That's kind of what she's advocating, is that basically it's like you should do that or get cremated kind of a thing. Everything else is essentially just a massive waste of money.
Yeah, here's all these chemicals we pump through you, and now we're going to seal you in like a concrete box.
Delicious. Yeah.
Why?
Because people are afraid.
Makes sense.
If you aren't prepared and rested correctly, you won't make it to the afterlife.
What? You won't go to heaven?
Nope. Be like, oh, come on in. Whoa, your casket was under $4,000. We can't let you in here.
Yeah, like, bitch, what are you thinking?
you
better go haunt your family.
You see them pearly gates? Like, that shit ain't cheap. We don't skimp up here.
Exactly.
Get your raggedy ass back to Earth. Oh, man. Oh, shit. But anyway, yeah, it's so anyone out there, if you didn't know, if you like the show, the podcast they're all experts from the episodes that they've done on this stuff. So, the other one was like a security expert guy. And one thing he said that was really interesting to me was that he said a lot of, for a while now, companies have been like, give us all the data. Like, they're just buying and buying and buying, just get all the data they can, because then they can, filter it and, do what they will with it. Right. But he said there's a shift starting, in that companies are starting to see having these mass storage banks of data makes them targets of hackers and stuff. So companies are like, wow, this liability is not worth it. So he's like, you're probably going to see a lot of these companies not wanting to store, as much data as they used to. And he's like, so this will be an interesting transition to see how it's done going forward.
Yeah, that is something, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. He's right. It does, Yeah. That's why banks keep getting hacked.
For sure, right?
Yeah. Like, oh, look at
all
all these.
For all the right reasons. Get rid of my debt.
I know, right? That's what I kept saying. Like when
Fight Club this.
When Anonymous was doing that kind of shit, and I was like, fucking get in there and wipe out some student loans, man.
I know, right? I don't even have student loans, but I'll take one out.
Right?
Just to do it. Fight Club.
Right?
Let's make some soap.
That'd totally put them over,
Yeah, right?
They'd be the biggest.
Finally, we're waiting for him.
Yeah. They'd be the biggest faces in history.
I know.
Oh, man.
Oh, yeah.
So the other podcast I've been... What? Oh, yeah.
Just mush my glasses in my head. Yep. Stop it, headphones. Sorry.
Good call. The other one I listened to, I mentioned it before, and it's every episode's not necessarily interesting of it, but when it is, it's a very odd podcast, but cool. It's called Every Little Thing. And basically the point of the show is people call them and say, like, they just ask them a random question. Like, it's one of those questions that, like, you know, you're high, it's 3 a.m, you've finished your macaroni and cheese and Dorito casserole, and
Ooh,
yeah, right? And,
fancy eating.
you know, and you're just like, dude, well, you know, the one I listened to last night, a woman calls in and says, how did, what is the flavor of bubble gum? You know, like, what makes the flavoring for bubble gum? Because it's not, you know, a natural occurring.
It's not anything else.
Yeah. And then they take that and they dig a little bit and find out details about these things. And in this one, they found out that, like, bubble gum was discovered or created on accident because they were doing whatever, right? Well, it was done by the Fleer Corporation, which, you know, I know more from baseball cards, but the first gum was Double Bubble, which was made by Fleer.
No shit.
Yeah. And that the reason that, and like while they were finding this stuff out, the host was like, we wanted to find out why it's pink. You know, because bubblegum coloring is pink, you know?
Right.
And it turns out the only reason that it's pink is because that's the only color of dye or whatever you want to call it that they had available when they decided to color the gum.
No shit.
So that's why gum is pink, or bubble gum is pink. The flavor profile apparently is guarded like the Coke recipe is.
I believe it.
And because it's worth a lot of money to a lot of these companies, their exact whatever, right? So this one guy was talking about how a lot of these companies have 2 factories that each make something and then one that combines the 2, basically.
Right.
And the amount of people that actually see or know the recipe is really small, you know? Well, this guy has seen the original Double Bubble recipe.
He's an OG.
Right. So he was talking about how, like, it's got, like, fruit flavors, like banana and stuff, clove, God, I can't remember the others now.
And then you hear 2 silence shots.
Right? It's got nothing. You heard nothing.
Yeah. You just hear someone say, bitch, I run these streets.
Yep.
Like, what?
And you just hear him snapping gum.
Yeah.
Oh, man. But yeah, when he said clove, I was like, clove? You know, because
interesting.
You certainly don't taste clove when you're chewing bubble gum, you know?
No, just a hint of clove, I guess.
I guess, yeah. Damn it, I can't remember the other stuff now, but that was pretty crazy. But yeah, it's like this show also did one on, someone wanted to know how they made the Indominus Rex roar sound for Jurassic World or Kingdom or whatever the hell it was.
Right.
And so they, you know, went to people who work at Skywalker Ranch. Shout out to Annalisa's coworkers.
Avalog, Daft Pod. Whoa. I can't see my buttons.
Yeah, it's fine.
I took my glasses off, right? I can't see my buttons.
Is it time for supper? But they asked them, you know, how it was done, and the guys break down the different sounds, and it's crazy how it's got like a baby elephant sound in it, like a small dog. I forgot what the other ones, but it's just like these just random animals that they just mush together.
Weird.
Yeah.
That is,
which was kind of cool, you know, so anyways, but that's kind of what this show does. And now they actually stumbled into a thing where they're asking people to submit like small inventions that have really changed, you know, like the game basically.
Right.
Like they mentioned on one of them, I guess, was apparently when your car is low on fuel, when the fuel light comes on, there's an arrow on there, and the arrow points to which side of your car your gas tank's on, right?
Yeah.
Which I didn't know that, and the people who do the podcast, nobody knew that was the case. But apparently, it's been standard for years. Like it's been there forever, you know. And they're like, that's a huge thing. And I'm like, it might not be because a lot of people probably don't know about it.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, as a person that's driven multiple cars for places I used to work for,
yeah,
very familiar with the arrow because you're like, okay, it's on this side.
Yeah, which don't get me wrong, that's really handy, you know.
It's super handy. Yeah.
But I've just gotten by through the years by just getting out of the vehicle and looking.
And going, shit, moving the car.
Yeah, right. But the second one they did was about the drawstring trash bags.
Oh, all right. Perfect for strangling.
Right. And at first I was like, okay, cause listen, if you're a person who's had to just tie up a fucking garbage bag, yeah, you'll take those drawstrings all day long cause they're so much easier.
Yeah, for sure.
But apparently those were a nightmare to develop from the engineering side because, with a normal trash bag, you just make the bag. That's it. Well, with these, you have to make the bag, then put a seam around the top, so the ribbon can go through there. You have to feed that ribbon through there. And then in order to make them profitable, they had to be able to produce like 100 a minute. And all of these things look like they were not going to happen, basically. Like the guy who suggested it to the company, they were basically like, yeah, okay,
Threw him out a window.
Yeah, well, they gave him some time. I forgot how long it was. It was like a matter of like 18 months or 8 months. I can't remember.
Oh, it wasn't like a movie.
Yeah.
You have 3 days.
Yeah, basically. And he was able to figure it out in the time. And, and they've gone on to sell shit tons of garbage bags.
Well, yeah, drawstring bags.
Right. Which I'm sure they probably would have sold anyway, but it's still, these are way better than those stupid, like, 4 flap ones that you gotta pull and, ugh.
Yeah, those are, not bueno. No bueno.
Yeah, these ones are easier to pull out of the garbage and stuff, or, out of the can and stuff, so it's, yeah. But that's the kind of thing they're looking for now. Is, just inventions like that so they can dig into those and find this little, just a little story about how they were created,
That sounds like an interesting podcast.
Yeah. And like I said, they've only gotten two or three, I think, so far that they've done that on, but it's a really interesting listen because it really is most of the time about just those little things that we all kind of wonder, we all have those kind of things, where you just wonder,
like, why did this get invented?
Yeah, exactly. Or, why?
Who sucked on a cow titty?
Yeah. Well, actually, that was one of the questions. Well, not that, but someone asked why we don't eat turkey eggs.
Right.
Like, why we eat chicken eggs, but not turkey eggs. And the answer is...
chickens.
Yeah, that's why they produce so many eggs. But the real answer is basically turkeys are just not cost efficient to harvest eggs from. They don't lay them as fast as chickens do. So, and that's basically
what if you cracked open a turkey egg and it was full of stuffing? That would be the best animal ever.
That'd be an awesome egg to crack open.
No, like, give me one of those eggs you put in a pan. What?
Whoa.
Oh my, it's already got celery in it, dude.
How did it stay so crunchy?
Breakfast ever.
I'd eat some breakfast stuffing. Why not?
Ooh, breakfast stuffing might be the shit.
Yeah. I'm sure you could flavor it a little differently so it nudges with breakfast a little better. Anyway.
Like a fucking sunny side up egg served right on top of dude side of bacon. Not that turkey bacon shit either. Real pork bacon.
No, right, of course. Yeah,
pork actually might be really good.
Mm-hmm.
I have to make breakfast stuffing. Jesus.
All right, well, let's wrap this up so we can make breakfast.
No. Right. Cook that shit in some bacon fat.
Right? Mm. But yeah, that's why I like this podcast, though, because it's just asking those kind of random questions that, like I said, everybody kind of has, or we've at least had them when we're drunk or high or both, or
right,
stone sober,
Crazy you.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I would like to know, how many people have to, on like a lawnmower, how it has the do not stick your hand under the lawnmower.
Oh, yeah. Well, how many people came out with nubs? Yeah,
how many people that happened to before they put the thing on there, or was that on there just from the get-go? Because they just...
Some idiot.
Right. I mean, you would think you would anticipate that to some extent, but stupidity is always underestimated.
Well, I imagine it was probably before they had the safety, handle.
Yeah.
So you just pull it and it just runs.
Right.
And then some, like, a stick got lodged in there and the engine, you know, let me get that stick out of there. Oh, God.
Right.
There's blood everywhere.
There's a Simpsons where Homer's mowing the grass and he runs over like a roller skate or something like that. And it's like, you know, and Bart comes up and he's like, Bart, you got little hands. Reach under there and get that.
Exactly.
And right as Bart's reaching for it, it like spits it out or something, you know. Oh, man. Anyway, so that's my long-winded podcast report.
Podcast report. You know what I watched this week?
What's that?
I've been watching, like, older movies for some reason.
Okay. Like, how old are we talking?
And, like, I just go through Netflix or whatever app I'm perusing.
Right.
And I'm looking for just movies I haven't seen in a while.
Yeah.
Or it's, like, old, like, karate movies. I'm just looking for whatever.
Nothing wrong with that.
So, I watched Mars Attacks.
Nice.
I haven't seen that in forever.
Mm-hmm.
Which I enjoyed thoroughly. And then I also watched Tom Berenger in Sniper.
Nice.
One shot, one kill.
Nice. I was just going to say that. Yeah.
Yes. With TV's Billy Zane.
Yep.
A young Billy Zane.
Yeah, very young.
Even.
That movie's old, man.
I know. I was like, holy shit, Sniper's on Netflix? Watched it.
I was like,
one shot, one kill? Yes, please.
Yep. Take the shot.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, God, I missed that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching that when we were little children.
But it's still all right.
Yeah. Mars Attacks, though, that's good shit.
Classic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I completely forgot until I watched it that the, go get 'em redneck kid to join the army was Jack Black.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, because I'm looking at him, I'm like, is that Jack? And it was on Amazon, so, you know, they have the X-ray, and you pause, and it tells you everything going on in the scene.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's cool. It pulls up, like, all the actors that are in the scene and shit.
Oh, wow, all right.
You know, I was like, that is fucking Jack Black. It's a young Jack Black.
Well, yeah, I would think so,
Black.
yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Good times. You should give it a whirl, Brian.
Yeah, I should.
One shot, one kill. Oh.
Damn it.
I've been saying that all week now.
No, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. It's too bad you don't work at a place like, you know, that has like a like ketchup gun or something like that, you know? It's like one shot, one kill on every hamburger that comes through. Yeah. Yes.
Smile, kid. One shot, one kill.
Yeah. Parents are like, what? Son of a bitch. I like it.
Yeah, right.
Oh, man. So I have three shut up and take my money. Well, actually, I have one that's definitely not that I want to talk about, though. It's something for sale. And then two, the other shut up and take my monies.
Well, I bet you one of these you have, I also have set aside.
I don't know if you do.
Oh, I don't know.
We'll see.
Brian.
All right, we'll see.
I got a good one.
All right. Well,
all right. So let's do the shut up and take my money segment.
Yeah.
Shut up and take my money.
All right. So go ahead. What do you got? Let's see if it lines up.
I gotta put my glasses on so I can read.
Right.
Seriously, my headphones are like crushing them to my face.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling good.
What you people are listening can't see is Tony's got those glasses that like disconnect in the middle that are the readers, and then he just, you know, you slide them back together.
The House of Future, I hit a button, they just engage.
Or that, yeah.
Yeah. I can't wait till I get them smart. So I just go, Alexa, engage my glasses.
Alexa, see for me.
Yeah, see if engage sight.
It's gonna be terrible.
So, this is one of those products that I wish I had a sick ass fireplace, Brian.
Yeah.
I do.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be perfect for the holiday season.
Right.
Because, you know, what makes you think Christmas in a crackling fire, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
How about the KFC crackling fire log? You want your house to smell like 11 herbs and spices, you bitches?
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't? Actually, you can't get it because this fucker sold out.
Oh, damn it.
I know. But seriously, it's a 100% made out of recycled materials. It's the Envirolog. It burns for like 3 hours. Nope. And it smells like fried chicken while it's going.
Now, by recycled materials, Are we meaning like whole fried chicken?
Yeah, it's like a bunch of, those hydraulic presses that you show up. It's like the hydraulic press channel.
Yeah.
They just take one of those in like a tube, and it's just chicken feet. And beaks, I assume.
Delicious. The best parts. Yeah.
I love the warnings, though. It says it will burn for 2.5 to 3 hours. Can be stored in no shelf life. Stored in a safe dry area away from pets. May result in craving for fried chicken. We know the fire log smells great. Please do not attempt to eat it. May attract bears or neighbors who are hungry. Please don't put face directly in the fire to attempt to smell fried chicken.
You know what it doesn't say, though? Is it doesn't say you can't put your neighbor's face into it.
Damn right. If they come over looking for that, they're going to get bulldog right into it.
Exactly.
So, yeah, it's unfortunately it is sold out, but KFC was selling it from their website.
How much does it say how much it was?
No, it does not.
I was just curious what it would be.
Yeah.
That's so ridiculous.
I'm going to do KFC Firelog eBay.
Oh,
just
yeah.
I'm curious.
Gotta be some on there, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I got a Firelog in my eyeball.
See, if we had the Wizard Tower, we'd have to procure some of this.
No, definitely.
It'd be perfect. Like, why does your place always smell like fried chicken and it's always so warm?
Fuck you. I mean, hey.
Yeah. That's right. Bulldog him into the fire.
Exactly. It's really the answer for everything.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah.
I don't know. Okay, well, there's a USA Today article that talks about price, because I pulled up eBay and there was nothing.
Oh,
it was
wow.
$19.
Oh, okay. That's cheaper than I thought it would be.
In the article, there was some on eBay like hours later going for 3 or 4 times the price, which doesn't surprise me.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough.
I mean, but I thought for sure you were dialed in on the KFC Firelog.
I was not, no. I mean, I do have an item that could go over your fireplace, though. And this was actually suggested to me by Fluffy Bunny Ash. Apparently, they've brought back the Billy the Big Mouth Bass that
God.
you can activate with Alexa, or that does the Alexa talk to you.
Are you kidding me?
No. And she suggested it to me for your house of the future.
Dude, it'd be right here on the wall in the podcast studio.
Yeah. Now, oh my God. The reviews on it that I've seen said that, the mouth doesn't match up to the commands, which, of course they don't. Yeah.
It looks like a karate movie, which I love.
That's true, it does. That's a weird karate movie. Alexa, turn on the lights. Okay.
It's the best. I'm searching for this right now.
All right. So, yeah, I figured you would appreciate that.
Yes, it's the best. Alexa Billy Bass. Oh, my God. Who's the genius?
I don't know if genius is the right word. There's something, though. I'll tell you that.
Bro, $40.
Right? How could you not get one?
I know, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. All right, so the other shut up and take my money that I have is the Funko Pops. They announced and showed pictures of, they're putting out Angus Young Pops.
That's kind of cool.
And, he's, in his, kick pose, like when he's scooching with the guitar and kicking,
Right.
And one's like the traditional schoolboy thing. One, he's got it's a red jacket and he's got horns, I believe. Or no, I'm sorry, it's not the red jacket. The red jacket's like an exclusive to somebody else.
From the Highway to Hell album.
Yeah. So, Heno, it was funny, I showed Heno and, he was like, too bad they couldn't get the guitar right, because I don't know if you remember, we talked about forever ago how that, the guitar companies have kind of gone after Funko a little bit.
Yeah.
Because they own whatever it is, the look of that guitar. So, but yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I like when they're doing those, because some of the music ones, it's like the Metallica ones are like, yeah, they're whatever, but there's no like iconic Metallica thing that they're doing, I don't know what that would be, but unless you can make James go, yeah,
I mean, that would be pretty awesome.
Right. James Hetfield, that is. That's a callback too.
McCoy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, it was, there's that. And then this last thing, dude, we were in GameStop yesterday, and my brother points this out to me, and I gotta pull a picture up on my phone I forgot to pull it up, so I can have that here. There's this freaking thing that's called, it's toilet paper blasters.
Oh, the little guns that...
They shoot, like, spitballs.
Oh, I haven't seen these. Okay.
Yeah, like this one's called Skid Shot, which is a little weird.
Skid Shot?
Yeah.
Is it kind of like a skid mark? Like, are you supposed to load it with poo toilet paper?
That would be terrible.
It would be. That's like chemical warfare.
Right? Apparently it shoots 30 feet, too. So, I mean, that's some distance for,
Yeah. Man, I must have had an awful meal if we shoot him 30 feet. That's impressive.
Oh, man. Yeah, you should probably see a doctor if that's going on.
The old pudding fountain.
Yikes.
It's a problem.
So, basically, you put a roll of swipe on this thing, and there's a little container, it looks like that you put some water, and it basically, as it pulls the toilet paper, it wads it and adds the water to it. So
okay, I'm not mad at that.
No?
At least the loading mechanism's kind of sweet. Dude, put a big roll of Charmin in there. That's like an extended clip.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what they need to do? They need to make one that looks like it has a drum mag. So you put the roll right in there.
That would be, or a Gatling gun one. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Okay, now I'm back in.
See?
Dude, can you imagine how many, like, this feels like one of those gifts that you give someone else as kids, right?
Oh,
like,
for sure.
Right?
I would not want it in my house.
No.
I'm not mad at the invention.
Right, for a couple reasons. One, that your toilet paper is going to get wasted if it's in your own house.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But the other is, of course, big fucking, like, golf ball size spitballs.
Yeah, exactly.
But man, I was just shaking my head at this thing.
I mean, like, for goofy guns like that.
Yeah.
That I still want to get is one of those bug assaults. I'm not mad at that. It's basically a pump shotgun that shoots table salt, and it's like lethal to flies within like 15
Oh,
feet.
yeah, okay, I remember those now, yeah.
Because I want to be like, fuck these flies and just start lighting them up,
Right.
I'm not mad at those, because it's just table salt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know, it's just like, man, I just picture, like, the kid gets one of those, goes into the second bathroom, dad's office, if you will, and, it's like steals all the swipe from in there to make these damn things. Dad goes in there to have himself a nice quiet sit down.
No, probably not quiet at all.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, probably have talks of Odin
right
up in the mountains of thunder.
But yeah, and then of course now he's wiping with a guest towel or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Like, God damn
it's
kids.
The classified section of the paper.
Yeah. Honey, have you seen the classified section? You don't want it.
Yeah, it's in the garbage can.
The jobs are all shitty.
Oh, jeez.
Terrible. Well, it's a dad joke. I mean,
I'd say because dad joke.
Yeah.
It makes sense. I would expect nothing less, actually.
Yeah. This gun is like $20, which, for what it is and all this stuff, like the price point on it is not horrible, But
right.
I'm just shaking my head at the thing. Although I'm not gonna lie, as an adult, I kind of want one because it'd just be fun to have. People come over and you just start hitting them with toilet paper.
Do you imagine having that at the shop?
Yeah,
lighting fuckers up.
Oh, I would have too. Yeah. Boom! Headshot. One shot, one kill.
Yep, exactly. One shot, one kill. We'll be taping a laser pointer on it.
Yes.
So you could quickly acquire targets.
Right. Oh shit. Yes. Because it'd either be that or one of those like laser levels,
Right.
Yeah. Whatever. You just gotta have a laser on it. Just hoping there's no cats
around. A bayonet of some sort.
Yeah. Yeah. Of course. Just, you
don't know what's going to get close and dirty.
Some rusty knife. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Duct tape it on the end of that sumbitch.
Just right next to the laser pointer.
Yeah. I like this. This is a good plan.
Right. It's all coming together.
Yeah. I'm a big fan of this. So anyways, that's, I guess, that might be a shut up and take my money.
I'm okay with it.
All right.
Shut up and take my money.
It's Christmas season.
It is.
It'd be great if you could load it with wrapping paper.
Yeah, actually. That would be interesting.
Right?
Mm-hmm. This would be fun for, drive-bys and stuff too,
Exactly.
Just rolling past somebody's house. Pop, pop, pop.
Oh, man.
Like, what the hell is hitting the house? Is it hailing outside?
Indeed.
Mm.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Yes. All right. Well, let's do some Dude Mountain, I guess, because we didn't do it last week.
This is very true.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure why. Wow, my soundboard just went funky on me.
Nice.
Stop it, soundboard.
It's got George Clinton and P-Funk Parliament or whatever the fuck it is. I can't remember now.
It was so weird. I went to just load up my sounds and the whole screen went blank. We're good now, though.
All right.
Weird. All right, so Dude Mountain update.
Mm-hmm.
Dude Mountain.
Oh, shit, son. All right, this is coming from the guy that keeps forgetting to put his picks in, by the way.
Right, giving everyone else a chance.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
That way you're setting up for the epic comeback.
Probably not.
Probably not. Yeah.
All right. So, we've already established Gaga James II is attached to the Frigidaire.
Yeah.
Dude Mountain.
We're playing taps. Yeah.
Yeah, big time.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone's playing taps off the deck of the USS Mangrave.
By taps, you mean grab ass.
Oh, so much grab ass. Dick taps.
Mm-hmm.
So right just above him, above our Bale Big Dev, you got our pal Neil from Daft Pod.
Mm-hmm.
Second shout out for them on his show. Good old Neil.
I feel like they owe us money now.
I think they do too.
Yeah.
I think they do too.
Mm-hmm.
And then you also have former enthusiast guests. Actually, everyone, at least past three, are all enthusiast guests.
Mm-hmm.
Phil, Dr. Phil Good himself.
Yep.
Down there just slathering up the main gravy.
It's going to have a nice tan.
Exactly. I'm actually, I got a nice 11-point lead above him. So I think I'm safe from being down there in the bottom three.
Until you forget to put your picks in and he gets 11 points.
Yeah, no shit, right? So let's scroll up to the top. And I'm going to just go to I'm going to do the top four. So
okay.
2 people tied for third, 2 people tied for first.
Oh, okay, right.
So you got Bear McCrackler tied up with the Underdogs, Dogsy, for third. And they are way behind the 2 people that are tied for first. I'm talking not way behind, really. It's like 9 points, whatever. 8 points even. But, frickin' Besotted Geek tied up with goddamn Madden 2016. What is going on?
Yep.
Boom whap. 6-legged turkeys. Fat guys. Come on, Madden, really?
What can I say? A 3-year-old copy of the game knows what's going on in football these days.
It's insane. I don't even get it. Why does it work?
I don't know. The best part was that for a while, I haven't looked recently, but there was like a couple weeks that the Madden picks were in the, what was it? It was in the top 1,000 overall players. Yeah.
It's just so funny to me.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Right. I mean, not to mention, the Underdogs one being up there too. Because that's the underdog in every game is the pick there. So,
and it's, yeah.
I guess that kind of tells you, how the season's worked out. Yeah.
It's just insane. You should just take your copy of Madden 16, go to Vegas, fire up your Xbox or PlayStation, whatever it's on, and just every weekend you're just down there just fucking making loot, dude.
Just hustling.
Yeah, just the next time I see you, you just, show up in a caddy or an all-white suit.
All-white gold suit, maybe.
All-white gold suit, exactly. Got that gold chainmail we talked about so many episodes ago that Indian dude made.
Yes.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Just crazy.
Yep. So, yeah. All right.
But yeah, there's your Dude Mountain update there, kids.
Yep. We're getting close to the end.
I know, right?
Only a couple more weeks in the season. It's pretty wild. We're, 2 or 3 weeks away from the regular season being done, yeah.
Insanity.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Yeah.
Bam.
All right, time for some Cue the W.
Oh, shit. Our technology didn't work last week, so there's nothing on Facebook, bitches.
Wow, that's a lengthy song.
That's my song for you guys.
It was quite a long song, but it was very thorough.
Super thorough.
Yeah. The question last week was, would you rather live in the ascension of a civilization or during its decline?
That's right. I was so tired.
On Twitter, our pal Phil says, in the ascension of a civilization, because of my cunning good looks, I'd end up as king for at least a year before being murdered.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Besotted Geek says, I want that sweet spot between the two where I don't have to shit outside anymore or fear having my medication stolen by robots in the future.
I mean, that seems all right.
I mean, I'll just say this, don't go stay with Tony. That's how you avoid the second part of that. The shitting outside part, he just prefers to make people shit outside, so...
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, with all my 4K cameras.
Yeah, it's... Of course.
Yeah.
Man. That's all I saw on the tweeters.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently this was...
What are you going to do, right?
Yeah. I was hoping for like a philosophical conversation, but I guess not.
Yeah, that would be cool.
All right. So over on, the emails, Fluffy Bunny Ash says, for the Q of the W, she's going outside the box with her answer and say it doesn't matter which one we'd prefer because we get to experience both simultaneously right now. We humans are still ascending as a civilization, but we got climate disaster on the horizon that will lead to a decline. Even if the ascension continues, though, or through it all, we're in the decline of the civilization as we currently know it. Call her Chicken Little.
Right?
The sky's falling!
Shit's getting deep, son.
It is. That's what happens.
Indeed.
And Cheeto Bandito says, I kind of feel like I'm already living in the decline of civilization, so I think I'd like to give Ascension a shot. We had a good run as people, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty much what's going on here.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
That's it, man.
So,
I mean...
I like what you got. Good job.
I did like it.
Yeah. I know. Like I said, I was hoping for more. I'm disappointed. I figured Dev would have an interesting answer, but...
He's normally a Facebook answerer.
Yeah, I know. It's our own fault.
It's our own fault. We're part of the decline now.
Are we,
that
though?
How it works?
Yeah, I guess so.
Nah. I would like to think the Salty Language program is much like Wild Stallions. Will eventually bring the world together.
I like it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, for this week's Q of the W, 1 through 27, sir.
Oh shit! What's today's date?
14.
14, baby.
14 it is. I think we've kind of done the one like this before, but whoops. What would make spiders even more creepy?
Oh, geez. I don't know. If they had human intelligence and could talk.
But you're not afraid of fucking robots in your house.
Nah, those are fine. They help me. They turn on my lights.
What if the spiders turned your lights on?
Well, that would be cool.
Would you then ally with the spiders?
I'm already kind of. Every time I see a spider mouse, I'm like, "What's up, spider bro?
Right.
Go kill some flies."
Yeah,
I don't mind spiders in my house.
It's true. I do like it when they kill flies.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that would be terrifying if I could talk. Actually, if I could talk to them, though, that wouldn't be terrifying. Because then I could be like, dude, we're making deals. I'm not going to hit you with the vacuum cleaner.
Mm-hmm.
You fuck up some flying insects.
Yeah.
We're going to have a mutual beneficial relationship here.
Okay, I can see that.
So that's not creepy. So,
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Once you add negotiations in, it's no longer creepy. Yeah.
Exactly. What would make spiders extra creepy and terrifying? That's a question, right?
Just extra creepy, but if you want to make them more terrifying, that's also fine.
Okay, extra creepy. All right. So let's fast forward 2 years, Brian.
Okay. Your house is controlling you. You're its slave.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I'm wired directly into my wall.
Yeah.
But so, I hear the back door open.
Mm-hmm.
And here comes Leah, and she's like, "Dad, I want to introduce you to my prom date." And it's a spider. It's like a big spider.
Cool. Yeah.
She's dating a spider.
Yeah.
And I gotta be like, man, I'm not cool with that, but I can't show it because it's 2021.
Right. Gotta be woke and such.
Gotta be woke.
Mm-hmm.
Despite the fact that I'm part of that not cool spiders dating your daughters.
Right.
Freaking
he goes to
Facebook group.
He goes to drop her off, and you're sitting on the porch with a rolled up newspaper.
Yeah, exactly.
Hitting it on your lap or your hand.
Yeah, like keep all 8 of them arms above the waist there, buddy.
Oh shit!
I know. So I guess the spiders are dating my daughter.
That's pretty creepy.
That'd be extra creepy.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. If I was at your house and that scenario played out, after they left, I'd be like, "Yo, that's creepy."
I'm like, I know, right? I'm trying to adjust.
Yeah. Like, what the fuck, man?
Hand me our beer, would you?
Yeah. Right. What makes spiders more creepy? I mean, there's all that talk about how, we swallow how many ever spiders a year. What if instead of that, they just made, webs in our mouth?
Oh, jeez.
Like, you wake up.
Out. How cool is that?
Well, I mean, on one hand, cool, yeah, but...
Thanks, spider bro.
But on the other hand, it's like a money shot all over,
Right. Can I get him to web my beard to my face so I don't have to wear a beard net?
That's a good idea.
All right.
I think your original answer is really helpful, actually. If we could make them, give them intelligence and the ability to speak, this could really be beneficial for everyone.
The human race would be better off.
Probably, yeah. Because like you said, we wouldn't have to deal with flies as much, because we'd ally with the spiders, of course.
Oh, definitely.
Because what do flies do for us? Except annoy us. Yeah.
Well, it would land on my TV when I'm trying to watch it.
Right. Yeah.
Get off my sandwich, you little bitch.
Exactly. Meanwhile, Spider's not on your sandwich. It's just walking
he's
around.
Fucking chilling in the corner.
Yeah. Scurries
He's
across
like, hey, turn up this music. It's sick. I'm like, I know. We jam out.
Right. Exactly. This is so stupid. Man. So yeah, that's going to be mine, because that would creep me the fuck out if I woke up and there was a spider web built in my mouth.
Yeah, that would be pretty disturbing.
Yeah. Also a good reason to not sleep with your mouth open.
Definitely. Sleep with a surgical mask on. Hey, you can buy one of these things.
Yeah.
It's actually super comfortable.
It's smart. There's nothing like covering your airway while you're sleeping.
You just breathe through it, bro.
Couldn't I just use a pillow?
Wait. Go ahead.
I just duct tape a pillow around my head. Really hard to breathe.
One of those extra thick ones.
Yeah.
You should use a couch cushion, probably.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my. So there you go. So the Q of the W for this week is, what would make spiders even more creepy? And I guess that, to somebody who's a spider enthusiast, they'd be like, spiders aren't creepy at all.
It's true.
But then, and they'd be okay with their daughter dating a spider.
Yes.
I don't know. Yeah.
And whatever floats your boat, man.
Yeah. I mean,
I will for sure rock out with a spider in my kitchen. We'll jam some Megadeth or something.
Right. Do you think they'd be okay with me bombarding them with radiation so that I could become Spider-Man?
You have to negotiate with them.
Yeah.
Like, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to throw all this juice on you, then you bite me.
Yeah.
Spider's like, really? What?
Yeah.
Like, dude, all the flies you can eat.
Yeah. Then I become Spider-Man. Like,
yeah.
They're like, I don't know. Like, we don't really like mixed breeds. Like, wow, really?
Be funny. He bites you, he becomes Man Spider. Like, fuck.
That didn't work out at all.
In the corner.
Meanwhile, I die of radiation poisoning. Like, Doctor, do I have superpowers? No, you're dying, actually.
Yeah. I mean, you do.
Yeah. You have the ability to die quickly, if that counts. Oh, man. That'd be terrible. What a sad ending.
I know, right?
Man. Sad
Except
Hulk.
for Man Spider.
Well, yeah, because he's out fucking
Becomes the
stuff
king
up.
of the spiders.
Right. And dating all the daughters.
Oh, for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, baby, I'm all man below the waist.
That's not my abdomen, if you know what I'm saying.
Wink.
Most spiders have 8 legs. I have 9.
And I mean that 2 ways. Wait a minute. Ooh. All right. Well, I believe with that, that's a program.
That sounds like a show.
Yep. So head over to saltylanguage.com, click all the links, just willy-nilly, just whatever you want to do. We don't care. You can get all the past episodes of the show, the enthusiasts that we've done. You can see the networks we're part of, like the Tangent Bound Network. And
Watch your back! Danger!
entertainment. So go check those networks out and see if there's some other podcasts you may enjoy.
I would recommend you check out the Salty Language podcast.
Me too. I've heard it's top
Here's the
notch.
bee's knees.
The bee's knees it is. I feel like this, like with our newly made alliance with spiders, that we need something other than the bee's knees. But it's tough with this. Like, what do you do with the spider?
One shot, one kill.
That'd be, man, that would make spiders wicked deadly.
I know, right?
They just shoot you with their web and you're dead.
You fucked up.
Yeah. Like,
So
wow.
that's what happens if you like give Tom Berenger radiation,
Right.
and the spider bites him.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Then you have sniper spider, one shot, one kill.
Right. But oddly enough, it's like corrosive ass silk. That's what's causing the kill, though.
Yeah, well, because not only is it radioactive Tom Berenger, he's also on whatever drugs he's on at the time and full booze.
The best kind of Tom Berenger.
Yeah, the only kind, really.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my.
When you say the best kind, you just mean Tom Berenger.
Tom Berenger. Yeah. He's always in peak form. Yeah.
Oh, look, it's Tuesday night, Tom Berenger.
Like, how's that different than Wednesday? He's awake. Oh, man. Oh, yeah. So, if you're going to be shopping on Amazon, buying them last-minute Christmas gifts, speaking of, you want to buy us gifts, I mean, we can set you up with an Amazon wish list, No, I'm kidding.
Shit, son.
Just kidding. I mean, unless you want to buy something, then we're not going to say no, because, we don't want to be rude.
Yeah, it's the giving season. It's Christmas and
right.
shit. And we just gave you
We've given
2
you
hours entertainment.
385 episodes of this crap.
Yeah, right?
Basically, what we've done is given you 385 fruitcakes.
Yeah, basically. And do us a favor, tell your family about us. Regift us.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're going to be shopping on Amazon, please swing by our site first. Click the Amazon banner. It'll take you back to Amazon, and then you just shop away as normal. And they give us a little referral fee for sending traffic and whatever.
Right.
So
Those are cool like that.
Yeah, I guess. Sure. And if you'd like to help the show out, we'd appreciate it. If you haven't please rate, review, and subscribe if you have not already. Because we need them 5-star ball washes.
5-star ball wash. You can even put like a stocking stuffer ball wash.
Yeah, that's true. You can.
Pen is garbage.
All right.
Yeah, sorry.
Fair enough. And also please share our tweets that had the links with your pals, your friends,
Your enemies.
just with anybody. Yeah, we don't even care. It's just
Exactly.
share them around. Help your boys out, or don't.
Exactly.
Be a jerk.
Spread this stuff around like mouth webbing.
Yeah. All I got to say is, it's like, just remember, if you don't share these things, Santa's watching. I'm just saying. I'm not saying he's going to do something, but Santa's always watching, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, he is. He's got one of them, those doorbells. Except it's on the
Ring
world.
doorbells?
Yeah. Except
Nice.
he sees everything.
Yeah, he does. He's a fucking weirdo. Upside down your chimney, jerking off.
Did you say upside down?
Yeah.
That's really weird.
Well, so you can peek his head down and look at
Yeah,
him.
okay.
Like,
That's so odd. All
what,
of
is
a
he going
sudden,
to come in boot first, jerking off? That's weird. Who does that?
you're right. That is bad form. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Who comes in boot first?
I'm saying.
Classic Santa. Oh, man.
Fucking up your rug and stuff.
Seriously. It's bad enough he's probably going to, he's tracking in, reindeer shit
Oh, big time.
and whatever,
Dropping pen up North Pole. Who's up there?
Oh, well, yeah.
I mean, Jesus.
That's the worst part. Kid comes downstairs and Santa's dropping something off.
Exactly.
What the hell is that smell? Santa's got a newspaper.
Holding a picture of mom.
Oh, I was meaning dropping a deuce.
Oh. I was putting that mitten to use.
Oh my. This will teach Timmy to make fun of me and loads of stocking up. Yeah.
Hey, look at this kid's mom. Ho, ho, ho.
Well, I'm here. I'm also going to leave some coal in this stocking.
Yeah, exactly. Santa's going to unload his sack real quick.
So bad. Oh, man. All right. So, if you want to follow us, or if you want to suggest a Q of the W or email us anything, you can do that at saltylanguage@gmail.com. You can reach us on Twitter at salty_language. You can find me at Stunami.
You can find me at Monotony, or you can also find me on salty_language on Snapchat.
I'm at Ninjutsu.
And of course, we're on Instagram and Face page and everywhere you want us to be, we're there.
Right. And Tony will be all those places because he won't have a choice because his house will be connected.
Yes. Future man!
Which is maybe the weirdest part of this whole thing, because you're always like, I just wish I could go live on a mountain somewhere. Now you're like, give me all the technologies.
But bro, if I could live on a mountain somewhere and be a room would be like, hey, play this music downstairs, and it will.
I get you want a smart cabin.
Yes.
Okay, I get you.
On a mountain.
On the mountain.
Like, hey, Alexa, I need you to play this sick ass Spotify track out by the wood chopping post.
Done. You've got a fake log out there that's actually a USB, a Bluetooth thing.
It's one of those speakers painted up like a log.
Yeah. And of course, you keep your extra house key underneath.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's all the things. So I guess until next week, have a beer. You'll be fine.
Stay salty.
One shot, one kill.
Goddamn right.